Forever. Dog.
I feel vindicated when bad things happen to people like Donald Trump. That makes me feel pleasure.
Oh, isn't he getting arrested today?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's why I'm saying that.
For
It was
that.
in my... I was reading about that today.
Because I have to be honest, I won't like... Mac, did you have that in your closet, like labeled for when Donald Trump gets arrested?
Yes.
For the inevitable arrest of Donald Trump.
I hope that the cops have better precision than my party popper.
Let's see what's going. Okay.
In the arrest of Donald Trump context.
Okay.
Sorry,
Sup?
Mac, you walked in on us fighting. You joined the studio while we were...
Why
You
are
joined the
fighting?
Stinky Linky.
I'm already
Sometimes-
having a bad day. Why are you fighting?
Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, you are ancient. Like,
That's
you
why
are
we're fighting.
so
That's why we're
old.
fighting, because that's how Ashley is talking to herself right now.
Look at
That's
that. You guys
we don't
can't
accept
see
that
it.
kind of negative self-talk in this household, Ashley. And you know
I'm
this.
gonna be obsolete. I'm gonna be obsolete.
Are we looking at the same person?
Sorry, no, you know what's happening right now? What's
What?
happening is what we literally talked about last time, where you're hitting your low after your high. That's
no.
what's happening.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not hitting my low after my high.
Ashley.
You just said, I'm gonna be obsolete.
I am. I'm 35 years old. I'm gonna be obsolete.
You're
I
not.
shouldn't even tell people.
You're the czar of youth.
You're the czar. You're the czar of
Ashley.
stand-up.
I'm
Ashley.
the czar of youth and stand-up.
Yeah.
The audience was so split last time because half of them told me what it was and the other half was like, I'm not gonna say anything. But I know. I know what it is now.
So now
Okay.
Matt can make the joke.
I'm the czar of knowing what czar
What
is.
czar is. You're czar of czar.
of getting the joke.
Hey, guys, can I ask you a real question?
Of course.
Yeah.
Look at my shirt.
Mac. Yeah, I guess.
Look
What
at my
is that?
shirts.
Okay.
Is this
What's on
too-
it?
I'm 35 years old.
Yeah, I
Can
also would like to have a follow-up question. What's on it?
It's
I second that.
like clouds, tie-dye.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Am I
quite
too
the
old
statement.
to dress the way that I dress? Is it chuggy? Cringe?
Ooh, good use of
No,
chuggy.
I don't think so.
No? My concern
Oh,
was
you
that the
said
shirt
you said
was-
no like you. You went no?
No.
You sure?
No,
It's
no, no. It
chuggy.
wasn't a you sure. It was a like you are the czar of chuggy because you are the youngest one here. So I was deferring to you. I wasn't implying.
Czar of chug.
Yeah, you're the czar of
I don't
You're
even
not
know.
chuggy, but
okay,
you decide
I
what's
really
chuggy.
hate to give you guys more word ammo that like I don't know what this
Mac,
means.
You don't know what chuggy
I don't know what
is?
chuggy is, but it
It's
sounds
like-
like the cutest dog name
it's
ever.
It's things that it's something that
you're
children
gonna
call
tell
me
me.
on the internet sometimes when
It's
they're
like
trying to be mean to me.
cringy. Like
They're
when
like,
you're
oh, millennial chug.
yeah,
chuggy
when you're
millennial."
kind of like thinking that you're hip and cool, or like thinking that you're unique, different, quirky, when really it's cringy.
I don't think I'm different, unique, quirky. I
No, no,
think
no,
I'm
I'm not saying
different,
you.
unique, neurotic, have problems. That's what I
Right.
think I am.
That top doesn't give chug to me, so I don't know.
I really appreciate that.
I don't
No.
see how it could.
My concern was that it was dirty,
Dirty.
but that might be the camera.
Do you want me to make you feel better? Because this is why my
the
morning
hat's
is
dirty. That's
not
for
going
sure.
good.
Dusty, really.
Yes,
But
Mac, tell us.
My shirt. I didn't have time. I didn't have time to steam it this morning. So
do you steam every morning?
That's hard.
I steam when I can.
When Mac's
The
schedule
way you were
allows,
looking out into the window with the light on
steams.
you. I steam when I can.
I steam when it allows, when it's allowed for. I steam. A priority steam.
Should I get Botox? I'm thinking
If you
about
want
it.
to. If you want to, where would
Whoa.
you want to get it?
Just some of these creases and a little preventative up here. And maybe
Bro,
Juvederm.
what happened to you, dude?
I've been thinking about it a long time.
She's hitting
Okay,
her
I was gonna
low.
say.
She's
No, I'm not.
She's
I've been
coming
thinking about it
down
a long
from
time.
Huge high.
I've been thinking about it a long time, and it might be time. I think it just might be time.
If you want to, get it.
Mac is so upset about this.
I just cannot. I don't like you don't. You don't. You're so young looking. I don't understand.
I know. I have a gift. You should see other 35-year-olds.
Well, you know what? The girl from Friends just came out and was like, don't get work done.
Well, I'm not going to get work done. I'm just going to get like very light Botox. That's all I would do.
To me, Botox is like, you're not changing the structure of your face. You're not really changing
I'm
anything.
just locking myself in time. That's all I'm
Yeah,
doing.
like Botox isn't adding, or like filler changes, which is like fine. Get filler if you want filler.
I saw
that's
Liam
great.
Payne's
do whatever
new
you
jaw.
want to do and you feel good about, but also
Absolutely.
like we do live in a society that it adds a lot of pressure. And I definitely, for some of our chuggy millennial listeners, I know there's only about 10 of you, but I totally understand if you are also feeling this pressure, because it's crazy. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but everyone has I feel like Botox is not a big deal.
I am happy that it is starting to affect men, though, because I firmly believe that we will never get to a place with feminism where men and women are equal. I think we just have to get to a place where men are treated as poorly as women.
Oh, so you're just like,
Don't
worse
rise
for
women
all.
up, bring men down.
Bring men down.
Yeah, and then maybe we can all rise together.
And that, no, I don't think there'll be any rising. I really
And
don't.
non-binary
We're just
people can
bringing
hover
us
above us all.
Lower and lower. Yes.
You guys have any
Speaking of,
updates?
Ashley, the bullying joke is so good. I was watching the
It's
clip
so
of it this
good.
morning.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You need to write for
Yes.
all of these teen shows, because the
Oh, I was
issue
gonna
isn't
say
that
for your
they're-
stand-up, like your next
that too.
part of your set
Yeah,
could
maybe.
completely be
Maybe. I don't know.
politically correct.
That would actually
bully.
be great. That would be great crowd work, because a lot
Yes.
of crowd work, people don't realize. A lot of it's improvised for sure, but then there are like points of view and attitudes and stuff like that you can kind of recycle and like fit different things. But just like roasting a non-binary person, which I do all the time, you could easily throw that bullying joke into that. I probably should. I think I will.
Absolutely should. You absolutely should.
When writers on teen TV shows hear that we want like representation, the representation that we get is like them introducing a character and the person that's introducing the character being like, yeah, they love to go to theater class. Like, and then somebody will be like, oh, does he? They do. Like deadpan. We need the Disney soundtrack behind it. Like, introducing non-binary people into regular media that's not like Nick or Disney has Disney writing undertones. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
It's true. It's true.
Well, and then the entire storyline is how hard it's been
Yeah.
for them to come out.
Yes. Yes. I actually
The whole thing.
When I was pitching my TV show with Diablo Cody, it did not get bought. When I was pitching my TV show, a lot of the execs had queer kids. They were like, oh, my kid is queer because everybody's gay now. So they said that. And a lot of them were like, I was really happy that the pilot, like none of the storyline was about one of the main characters was non-binary, and they were like, I was just happy to see that it wasn't at all about misgendering the character, because I guess they get a lot of pitches where it's just like they have a non-binary character and like one of the main example episodes is about them getting misgendered.
Yeah. Well,
God forbid
yeah.
they just exist.
Yeah.
and are respected.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to. We're not quite there as a society yet, is what I learned from this pitching experience. Like, everyone really loved the show. They just didn't want to buy it. So
I feel like
we're going back to the drawing board.
We're like in our little corner of the internet, and I sometimes forget that like the rest of the world has not caught up to our little queer corner.
Yeah.
It is terrifying when you become aware of that, though. Like when you
Yes.
become re-aware of that.
Yeah.
Because every now and then I see something, and I read the comments and I'm like, holy shit, this is why we like do what we do, because people still think this way. It's really crazy, and it's hard to forget, or it's easy to forget when you're in your own little bubble.
That's why I hate when people boo straight people at my shows. I'm like, we need to celebrate these straight. They are at a big lesbians comedy show. Like this is the work for them. We want them to be here. Like, stop being mean. Like, it
Says us. We just spent like 3 straight episodes bullying our straight listeners.
No, I love you, straights.
We love you. We love you. And reading the comments about why people are here, like why straight people are listening and all the different experiences and opinions is fascinating, uplifting, exciting. We're happy to have every single one of you.
You are inspiring, Straits.
Yes, Straits, you inspire us.
You inspire us.
You inspire us here on this podcast, the Chosen Family Podcast.
The Chosen Family
Thank you
Podcast.
for listening.
Oh,
This is
Alayna,
Hey, that was
Chosen
sub
Family.
10. That was sub 10.
Yeah, we're at 9:42.
Oh,
we
sub
did it.
10? Yes. That's got to be a record. That's
Yeah,
got to be a
seriously.
record.
We are your gay family.
Yes. We're your gay family. We sit down every week around the dinner table and we talk about gay stuff because we are the gay family that you don't have, but now you do. And my name's Alayna Joy. I'm your mom.
And I am Ashley Gavin, and I am your father.
And I'm Mac INGEMI, and I'm your super hot teenage brother.
Baby.
Has a birthday next week, but I'm still gonna be the teenage brother.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to our baby.
What are we doing?
Little baby Mac.
I had one request for my birthday, and it's coming true.
Ooh.
What is it?
Your girlfriend? Something about your girlfriend?
No, I wish. That's off
Oh.
the table, unfortunately.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
going to
Oh,
visit my
sorry.
sister because she moved to Florida, but I'm going with my other sister, and so I told them for my birthday that I wanted to play catch on the beach.
Big ask. Wow.
Okay.
Expectations through the roof.
Play catch on the beach?
Yeah. I want to play football on the beach.
You're
She's asking for a lot.
you're a
And
dog?
Mattia said yes. And my sister said she would bake me the best cake I've ever had, and she asked me what kind. And I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, actually.
What kind of
Did you
cake?
say ice cream cake?
I didn't. I said I would take a vanilla cake with vanilla ice cream.
No, I actually, okay.
Really?
Controversial opinion. You can tell a lot about a sweets place, their cake, their ice cream, based on how they do vanilla. If the vanilla is super strong, like really good vanilla, almost everything else is going to be great. But if
I thought you were
just
going to
getting-
roast me.
No, I think I like vanilla. What can I say?
Shocking.
I don't know.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I love chocolate too. I just think you can tell a lot about a place based on their vanilla.
I'm excited. For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers.
I took like 4 years of Spanish in school, and I can't remember hardly any words from it.
Now, thanks to Babbel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language.
Whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with your family, or just have some free time, Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world.
I'm currently doing the French pharmaceutical Babbel lesson because I remember the last time I was in France, I had a cough and I didn't know how to talk to the pharmacist to get cough medicine. Their lessons were created by over 100 language experts, and their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective.
With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German.
Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. It comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee.
Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/chosenfamily.
That's babbel.com/chosenfamily for up to 55% off your subscription.
Babbel, language for life.
I don't like cake.
What?
I have nothing to add here.
Wait, why did that hurt our feelings so
Why
bad?
don't you like cake?
Actually, what kind of like cake trauma do we have that really like struck a chord for us?
Cake is all that I had with my mother. Alayna, go on. What?
I don't know if I should.
No, go on.
I don't really like sweet things. So I don't like
None?
dessert. No, I don't like sugar.
Alayna, are you okay?
I don't know. I think something's not quite right. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't like sugar. I don't know. I don't like sweet things.
What about like a not super sweet? Fulton, you're raising the volume
What's a
on my
sweet thing
microphone.
that you would like?
Other than you guys?
Really? Today with my wrinkled shirt?
Yeah.
Wow.
No. I can do a cinnamon bun. I can do a little bit of a cinnamon bun.
You're almond momming.
just a
Alayna.
tiniest little sip
I
of
could
a
do the
cinnamon
corner
bun.
I could do a little smell. I like when I bake it and I smell it in the kitchen a little bit. And then I go bring it to my neighbors.
sniff of cake. I love a sniff of cake.
I can't do the sweet. I can't do the sweet.
Let me taste it. Let me taste
you're
it.
saying is wrong.
That's enough for me, actually. Yeah. Just a lick. How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Really, just a half or a quarter of a lick is fine.
Oh no. That's real. That's real for me. I believe in my soul that I do not like dessert. I do not like sweet things. My girlfriend believes in her soul that it's trauma.
I believe in my soul that it is trauma.
Yeah.
I had never considered that until...
You're going against your biological design.
Oh, I truly don't like it.
No, you're a liar to yourself. You're gonna come out as loving cake. You're gonna do a whole other. The wedding is off. I like cake.
But I'm the opposite trauma. When I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to have sugar, and now that I'm older, I'm like, I love cake.
Oh.
So what kind of trauma would your trauma come from?
Well,
This feels like a big one. I gotta be honest.
There's a lot there.
I don't know if we want to do the almond mom thing today. Like, do we want to break that down?
Yeah, do we want to touch? I've never been
Almond mom
called
origin story.
the almond mom. That's funny because that's funny.
That's what an almond mom would say.
I'm on the other side of
You
this.
know, that's pretty funny.
Oh my God, Fulton, you gotta
That's a
stop
good
pressing
one.
buttons. Sorry, my cat is he is really,
He loves you and needs you.
yeah, it's crazy.
What were you gonna say? You're on the other side.
I'm on the other side. I'm like, I had a little bit of a flare, so I was off my exercise routine. And at the same time, I rediscovered pasta. I hadn't had pasta in a while, and now I've just eaten so many noodles in the past week. I gotta hit the gym. I must. I am all pastaed
I love
out.
pasta. I love pasta.
Oh, you love pasta?
Yeah, I don't eat it a ton, but let's not. Let's not do that.
One noodle.
Comments this week are going to be like,
noodle.
are all of you okay?
Just one real long noodle is plenty.
Here, why don't you try it,
How about
and
a
then you
zoodle?
tell me what you think about it. Let's do that.
All right. Do you
Okay.
guys have life updates?
Yeah, actually, I do. It kind of builds on what we've been talking about over the past weeks. I did a kind of scary thing where, as you guys know, I got into my master's program. What? Wow, I'm so excited. I can't believe it still. And I start very soon. Like, I'm actually starting in the spring term, so I'm starting in May.
Oh,
which is quick.
goddamn.
But that's great because it's kind of forcing me to make some of these changes that we've been talking about and I've been waffling on and being afraid of. And so I've hired another editor.
Yes.
Because
Great.
what I've been doing is I have an editor. She puts together like the assembly edit. She gives me like the basic edit, and then I've been doing the main editing, the like giving it flavor and all that, which takes a lot of time still. So the idea is that the new editor is going to take over my portion, and for the first time ever in the whole life of my YouTube channel, I will not be doing the editing.
Good.
That sounds terrifying.
It's
I think
terrifying.
it sounds great.
for doing
I'm
it.
absolutely terrified. Next week is when we're going to start
And congratulations.
the onboarding process. Thank you. But I am like horrified, viscerally afraid of this change.
Okay, but it's so good. You have
I'm so excited for
many
you to have your time
videos
back.
for them to use as reference. Like, it's not like you're just stepping into the YouTube space and getting an editor to first start out. You have your voice, you have your stylized stuff on there already. It's like their job is basically to just look at what you do and replicate it. And as somebody who was in film school before I dropped out, that's like the easiest thing you can possibly do. Like, that to me, they don't have to put any creative power
Like,
behind like coming up with new
ouch,
stylistic
but
stuff
okay.
unless you want them to. Like, their job
harsh,
is
but
to
fine.
be you.
Yeah.
And what could be easier?
And that's like so easy to be you. Like,
So easy. Like, look at your basic editing. Anyone can do that, Alayna.
But the thing is, you're doing 2 jobs. You know what I mean? You're being
I'm doing
you.
5 jobs.
Well, yes, you're doing a lot of jobs, but you're creating the content.
damn, we're
and
just like belittling Alayna so bad.
I'm trying so hard.
I'm like, Alayna, it's gonna be really easy for someone to
no.
take it.
It is going to be easy for them in the best way, I think, is
Yeah.
Mac is trying to say.
Yeah,
Because you're doing
I think-
95 different things when you're doing the YouTube video. You're bringing the idea, you're doing the production, you're bringing your host self to it, and then you're doing the editing on top of it. And they only have to focus on the one thing. They're going to be more than capable of doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
I love that. So I texted you guys about this when I was like making the decision because I was terrified. And I was like, I'm just so afraid that my videos are going to be worse because I've been editing them myself for so long. And Ashley texted back and said, no offense, but they're going to be better. And I was like, oh, of course they will be.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's-
If
of
you hired a
course.
good editor, they will be better
Yeah, I
than
think
you.
I feel excited about it. So
No offense. Like, no matter how good you are at editing, if it's someone's full-time job to edit,
yeah.
and they're imitating their style, and they're going to have their
Yeah.
creative eye on top of
Yeah.
it. I mean, like, Alex has totally changed my fucking life.
Yeah, Alex is.
Alex
we know.
is
Alex is next level.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. And Danny, have you seen the edits that Danny does on
Danny
this?
is killing
Danny
it.
is
Also.
This
so
is
good.
such vanilla content. The fact that she is able to add like comedic timing to it and like
Yes.
these
Yeah.
great cuts and stuff like
Yes.
that. Like, I never was able to
100%.
do that with the other pod.
Yeah, so that's my update is I'm going to start like making those changes and it needs to be now because I'm starting school soon and so yeah, that's really happening.
I really hope you're able to like actually get some relief and not be worried about it the
I
whole
agree.
time it's happening and just enjoy that like someone's handling this for you
I
and
feel like
they're
I'm
gonna
going
do
to
a
be
good
nauseous
job.
for like a month straight.
It's also
but-
going to take time.
Once
Like,
we get
you're
past
going to.
it.
I remember the first time I started working with editors, even Alex. I remember getting cuts back and being like, I hate this. And
Yep.
then.
Yep.
And Fulton just jumped a little bit. But then they learn and they get better than you. So it's going to take like a couple weeks. I actually just hired a second editor to do my TikTok clips.
Yes, Ashley. That has been so needed for a long time already.
Oh, so
like
long.
the fact that you're editing all of those yourself is wild to me.
So stupid.
Says
But-
me, who's like sitting here editing all my own stuff forever, always. But
To me, those are the ones that I couldn't let go of because that's what
Yep.
like got me famous.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
Yeah,
like,
it's your baby.
and it took me so long to learn how to do them.
Baby.
You know,
yeah.
baby said
Yeah.
baby.
For some reason, I
Super
have
clip
the,
of Max saying
like,
baby.
Baby say like the baby in the specific tone. Baby. I have that like stuck in my head. Do you ever
Is that
get
from a TikTok?
like a sound of no, just like someone will say something or you'll hear something and it will almost like catch in your brain and then it just like plays on repeat.
Yeah, when my girlfriend dirty talks me.
That's not what I was talking about.
That's pretty much the only time that happens for me.
Oh.
What
okay,
does she
never
say?
mind then.
Ashley, what the heck?
Okay.
Ashley.
You know, my main babes is like a robot for like TikToks and Vines. She has this disease where she's just a
Oh,
full.
yes, you've told
her
us about this,
memory
yeah.
is like she's so funny because you could literally just give her like 2 words and she can like then say like instantly like what Vine or like what TikTok you're talking about. She's so good at it.
I thought
It's
you meant she comes
crazy.
up with ideas. I was like,
No, she's
yeah.
great at that too because she doesn't do it enough because she's in school and has a full-time job. But her TikToks are awesome. Yeah, but
wait, what? She like
Go
does
follow
TikTok?
her. Oh, accept.
I don't know when this is coming out. When do we think this is going to come out?
Well, this is where I'm confused. When I was looking back at the footage and trying to figure out if I had worn this shirt last time, I can't find the footage, so I don't
think
know.
it should be
I don't know
fine.
what episode
It's
this is.
Jen. Main babes is Jen. Jen Parker Davis on everything, and her TikToks are
Jen.
great. Yeah, really, really funny.
Main babes is Jen.
I don't know.
Holy crow.
There's a whole
I just
episode
said
where I
holy
weep.
crow. I meant to say crap and cow, and I said
and
crow.
Holy crow.
But if you want the full reveal, it's on the other podcast, and I like weep and stuff. So
Oh,
yeah.
it's Jen, everybody. And we're just finding out now. Holy cow. Ashley, it's Jen? This whole
I had
time it's
no
been
idea.
Jen.
I'm
It was
realizing a lot of
Jen.
these fans don't know who Jen is. But
A crime.
a crime.
You-
But I don't know. Go back to my podcast and listen to all 152 episodes, you piece of shit.
I'm actually going on vacation shortly, and I am definitely taking my native sunscreen. I can give my skin the protection that it needs and soak up the much needed sun.
If you know me, I'm scared of the sun. I'm old and I wrinkle up, but not with native.
I don't want wrinkles when I get to be my parents' age, so I'm using native to avoid that.
Native's quickly absorbing, ultra sheer, hydrating, and lightweight sunscreen formula offers broad spectrum SPF 30 protection from UVA and UVB rays.
And all native sunscreen is made with a 20% active zinc oxide formula that is dermatologist tested and suitable for sensitive skin.
Choose from one of Native's 3 delicious but subtle scents like coconut and pineapple, rosé, or sweet peach and nectar. You know, I like that sweet peach for your face and body. Or try Native's unscented option. My favorite smell on someone else is the sweet peach and nectar, but on me, I'm unscented.
I think coconut and pineapple smells like vacation.
I gotta go with unscented. It's the most mask.
Give your skin the protection it deserves with Native's mineral sunscreens.
Go to nativedo.com/chosenfamily or use promo code chosenfamily at checkout to get 20% off your first order.
That's nativedeo.com/chosenfamily or use promo code chosenfamily at checkout.
nativedeo.com/chosenfamily or use promo code chosenfamily. I think me and Mac should try and tell the story of you and Jen right now for you
Okay, I think that would be really funny.
to see how
Okay.
well we know it.
I don't think I know it that well.
Okay, I'm trying to remember the start because I
But
don't
we
remember.
each get like a sentence. Like we
Yes,
go back and
yes,
forth.
Yes, a sentence. Great, that's a great idea.
Okay.
This is going to be horrible. Ashley, I love you. I care
Yeah.
about your story. I don't
Me
know
too.
it well
You
enough
don't
to
know
do
it,
this.
though.
I'm
You
gonna
don't.
You
try.
can't correct us. You can tell us if we're wrong, and then we have to guess again, but you can't tell us the truth, okay?
I kind of like the idea that you just get it wrong and you keep going.
Okay. Okay, Mac, do you want to start?
Okay. Are we going like from Ashley's perspective?
Whatever.
I was born in November
Ashley
17th,
was
1987.
Ashley sees beautiful.
Oh, you're
woman.
telling it like a... We're not writing like a fanfic. We're on our Wattpad.
That's what they want. What do you mean?
Honestly, that is how it started. I did see a beautiful woman. That is correct.
Oh, okay. Continue. Sorry.
This is your.
You
it's
just
your
took me off
sentence.
guard.
Ashley
said
see
2
beautiful
words.
women.
Oh,
Ashley
saw
see beautiful woman. Period.
Alayna, do you happen to recall where and when that happened?
I'm trying to remember. Oh, at one of your shows, right?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, so Ashley.
Pre-pandemic. I'll give
Like
you the
I thought
date.
we were let's just tell the story like as if we're or whatever. We'll just you do it however you want. I'll do it however I want. You just do it how we want.
There's room for
Everyone's right.
everybody.
Everyone's right. Ashley met Jen at one of her shows. You saw her in the audience, noticed her there, and
Yes.
then after the show, Jen came up to Ashley to say "Great job?" Question mark.
Close enough.
Okay,
Do you want the actual thing?
not yet.
Okay.
Mac.
She probably just said good job.
Okay.
No,
Kind of humbling.
I don't think so. I think Jen.
I think then Jen seduced Ashley.
Well, Ashley. I don't think Ashley knew if Jen was queer.
That
But
is a
you
part of
wanted
the
her to
story.
be.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, but then I think she didn't know. And then maybe at a bar after you were both there, right? And then you saw her across the bar, and you were like, "Oh my God, that's the hot girl from my show. Her name's Jen."
How are you going to say that
This
and
is
then tell
more
me that we
fanfic.
can't write a Wattpad?
Yeah.
And then Ashley saw Jen from across the bar.
I don't remember the kind of beginning part, but you guys, I'm just taking over here. Mac, is that okay? So you guys got together, but then you broke up because you're both in love and we're like, "Oh my God, you're the one. We want to be together forever, but just not right now. I want to be with you right now. I'm not ready. I'm young."
I like that you added little finger characters for it.
To illustrate for the viewers.
She's
at
shorter
home.
than I am.
And then and then you weren't together, and then you had to tell the internet because the internet knew that you were dating. You had made content together. She'd been on the podcast. You made YouTube videos. So then you had to do the whole breakup thing. Public
I had to
breakup.
edit my own breakup video.
Yes. Oh my God, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Been there. So we have to edit the breakup video. We have to post the breakup video. Everyone's like, oh my God, we loved Jen. We support you both. This is so sad. Then you guys start seeing each other again after a bit. Mm-hmm. This is the part
You
that
sneaky little sneakster.
About
kept
a year.
secret from the
About
internet.
a year passed.
Okay, a year passed, and then you start seeing each other again.
Mm-hmm.
And so how long now in secret have you been seeing each other where it's gotten progressively more and more serious but remained open as we've talked about?
I'd say a little under a year.
Holy cow. So almost, holy crow.
Holy crow is right.
Holy
yeah.
crow.
About a year of secrecy.
Wow.
Wow.
And then now here you are.
Why
Yeah.
don't you write a movie based off of you and Jen? Ah, I can say Jen now. Oh my God, that's so
you can
exciting.
actually say Jen.
Wow. Jen.
But it's
Jen,
really...
Jen. We're
get
talking
it
about
out.
Jen.
Jen.
Her name's Jen. Jen's who we're talking about. Ashley and Jen.
Ashley's gonna
Yeah, I guess
murder
that's...
us.
No. I guess that's my big update.
That's a huge update.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, I was telling her that that Jen, oh my God. I was telling her that Jen, her secret name on the podcast was Main Babes.
Right.
And then I was like, we need to come up with one for you. And she was like, I'm
Yes.
happy with Main Babes Jr. And I was like, I'm
Main
not calling
Babes
you
Jr.?
I'm not calling you Main Babes Jr. MBR?
No.
MBJ?
MBJ.
MBJ?
How about
I don't want us to stop saying main babes.
No, I'll never stop saying main babes.
No,
Don't you
Main
worry.
Babes. But
How
now we
about
know.
me and Alayna say Jen? Jen. And you say
Main babes.
babes still.
Oh yeah, actually
Or whenever somebody says either Main Babes or Jen, someone else has to say the opposite.
Main
so
Babes.
anytime someone says Jen,
That works.
someone says Main Babes.
Main Babes.
We also don't need
Jen.
to define it like this and make rules, Alayna. Just let people.
Yeah, let
Live.
people live. Have you
Let Jen.
You're the nicest person on the planet, Alayna.
Main
Do
babes.
you in secret are you ever kind of mean or judgmental ever?
I think I can be a little bit judgmental.
That's a good question.
Maybe a little bit, but not. I like to judge reality TV. I like to judge those people.
That's
But-
not what I'm talking about.
I know. And you know what? This might answer your question in that I don't even know where I don't know. I actually don't think I don't think so, maybe. My therapist at one point was talking about how I think the quote she said was, "We fire from the same gun that we were fired at with," or something what the gun that hurt you is the same gun that we then use to hurt others. And then she was like, Alayna, I haven't figured out what your gun is yet. So even my therapist is like,
What a flex. Your therapist can't even figure it out.
I don't know. I don't think I'm mean.
I feel like if you get a mean thought, immediately therapist Alayna kicks in and you're like, oh my gosh, where did that originate from? Why am I thinking? Why am I
that is
feeling
what I
these
try to
feelings
do.
for
Yeah.
this person?
I'm so opinionated. I can't ever, particularly about art and comedy, I can't ever consume anything and be like, I liked that. I have to break it down and understand it, and I'm the same way.
I can be critical. No, that maybe there's an area I can for sure be critical, and sometimes I can be overly critical
of yourself.
Yeah, and of the things that I'm pretty particular about, TV shows, media things. I can be quite critical.
Do you hate anyone, Alayna?
Do I hate
Actually, what is
anyone?
this?
I don't know.
I would say I have a lot of anger toward Donald Trump, the kind of
Oh my God, you don't hate anybody. I hate Hitler. Of all the
do.
people
She
in
didn't
the
even
world,
say
I
she
hate
hated him.
Hitler.
She says, I feel like I have anger towards Donald Trump.
Honestly, Alayna canceled for not hating Donald Trump.
I feel
Mac, you're pretty
pleased
nice too.
When
I don't think
I
I'm
feel
as nice as
vindicated when bad things happen to people like Donald Trump. That makes me feel pleasure.
Oh, isn't he getting arrested today?
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
so
I'm thinking of. That's why I'm saying that.
excited for
Because it was in I was reading about that today.
Because I have to be honest, I won't like. Mac, did you have that in your closet, like labeled for when Donald Trump gets arrested?
Yes.
For the inevitable arrest of Donald Trump. No one is more arrested than I am. I am going to
party
jail.
poppers more than I do.
Lock me up. Lock me up right now. I'll be in jail with Hillary Clinton and her deleted emails, okay? I am in jail. Wait, I should tweet that. I should do one of those today.
Well, I hope that the cops have better precision than my party popper.
Let's see what's going. Okay, borderline.
In the arrest of Donald Trump context.
He expects to be arrested today.
I saw the last thing I saw
week.
was like they're trying to decide if they want to handcuff him.
Yeah, that'll be a big deal. I think optically they should just let him get in the car. I mean, like, I hate this guy more than anybody, but I think to avoid civil unrest, they should be as careful as possible.
Jesus Christ.
For a really long time, I was like super politically active, and I watched the news and read the news every single day. And I would say about a year ago, when everything in my life started like really ramping up, it just was the first thing I dropped, because I was just like, this does not make me happy. It actually makes me sad. I have enough existential dread just walking out of the house in 70-degree weather in December in New York City. That's enough for me to be like, it's not going well. You know what I mean?
I do.
I'm a
Literally
vegetarian.
this morning, I was thinking about like, how can I, in a responsible way, cut down on some of my news consumption, because it's messing with me.
Yeah. So I pretty much actually just stopped. I used to jog and listen to the Daily, the New York Times. Now that I Peloton, I can't listen to the news while I Peloton, because I have to listen to the music, and I have to listen to Christine.
Of course.
Because Christine is telling me to be in the moment. So,
to the listener at home, question about your thoughts on news consumption, because I am genuinely trying to figure out how to have that balance between staying up to date
and being active and activist.
Exactly.
Yeah. Activism.
While also not drowning in it, because I'm feeling quite drowny right now, as I'm sure so many people are, especially trans folks. And
there's also,
like, my God.
I will speak to that. It's a huge problem what's going on right now, but so much of this is there is a degree of sensationalism on the left in the same way there is on the right, that also you can get really drowned in and get overly negative about things, when the reality is, like, most Americans believe in gay marriage. And I know there's a lot of bills.
It's not necessarily gay marriage that I'm
the drag bans and the
drag bans and like life-saving care for trans folks, trans youth. Like
the medical stuff is huge. I do think the drag stuff freedom of speech is just gonna. It's a First Amendment issue, and if there's one thing we get correct in the United States, it's freedom of speech. But so I'm hopeful
hopefully.
there.
Yeah.
Well, it's all
I don't know
scary.
about you guys, but like, it's such a weird balance, like Alayna was saying, of consumption. And I feel like when you have a platform and you make a point to try to highlight things when you can, and when you're like mentally, when you have the capacity to, then people see that, and my DMs are full of like, can you post this? Can you post this? Can you post this? Bring awareness
Mine
to
too.
this.
Yeah.
And I do believe that people with platforms, like, we have a responsibility to do things when we can. But at the same time, I feel like people have forgotten that, like, sometimes it's really mentally taxing to look at that stuff all the time.
And it can't be everything. Like we can't champion every battle.
You know what you
And
can
personally,
do?
like, what's that?
No, I'm just saying to these people who are sending this to you, social media is not the place where change happens. It happens at the voting booth, and it happens in demonstrating and making sure that you're active in your local community and your local government. Like, maybe
I think
What's
social
that?
media. I would disagree. I think social media is huge.
I
for
think it's
change
super
making.
helpful. I think it's super helpful. But at the end of the day, most young people don't vote, and social media is not changing that. So I think like we need like one thing that you can do is help get young people vote registered to vote in your area.
Yep.
That's like a huge thing that you can do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like social media is great, but posting and asking people to post should not be your number one priority
Right.
in your local government situation. That's all.
I feel like blaming content creators and getting angry at people for not posting things that you want to see them post about different issues. I feel like that's where the line needs to be drawn, because you can't, like, you should be blaming your government officials. You shouldn't be blaming these human beings. I'm happy to have a platform. I'm happy to share things. But it is so hard to go into my DMs and see all this stuff. And, like, that hurts to, like, read all of that news if you're trying to... Like, if I go into my DMs to try and respond to some people, and I'm seeing all of this stuff about this happened, and this many people died, and that can't not take a toll on someone. I feel like I'm not speaking well right now.
No, I totally get what you're saying.
Like, I do think that we have a responsibility to post things sometimes, but it's also difficult. Like, I can't be aware of everything all at once, all the time, be perfectly educated. That's the other thing, is that, like, when you speak about something, you want to be very well educated about it so that you're not spreading misinformation.
You are not a politician. You are not a news outlet.
Yeah.
You don't have a team behind you vetting these things. You don't have a team behind you sorting through them and figuring out what's important. It's all it's your personal social media. It's all on you. And I think it's completely fair to say to the audience, hey, that takes a toll.
Yeah.
It's also like we live in globalized times. So there's a lens on everything, you know, like there's a lot of attention, way more attention on more of these things than there ever has been. Although I know there's not enough on certain things. So it's like you could literally be posting 10 times a day and not cover everything that needed to get covered that day. And it's like, why promote one thing over another thing? Then you're getting into like levels of, you know what I mean? Like they're professional activists for a reason, because they're better at this than us. I know I'm an entertainer. Like I'm not. Of course, I'm going to try and help in the ways that I can with my platform. But at the end of the day, God, please just fucking vote. Honestly, please, God, help people get registered. That's if we were all voting, we'd outnumber the Republicans. Like it'd be crazy. It'd be nuts. We have to. Why are people over 65 the only people that fucking vote? Okay, I got it. I'm gonna shut up. Should we do questions?
I want to put this on as a little bow tie.
I mean, there's just lots of good questions. We're already at 42 minutes. Okay, well, this person literally says, super basic question. But what are your favorite ways to meet new queer people? I know that there are queer associations or queer meetup groups, but beyond that, how do you find out where the cool queer places are that people like to go and hang out?
Lex is an app. There's the Lex app that you might be able to look for community events in your area. I know people very much like that one.
Nice try, Mac.
I think, Mac, you would be great to speak to this because you live in the middle of fucking nowhere. How do you find gay people?
Yeah, and all my friends are straight.
Okay,
listeners, so it's possible.
Good luck. Good luck out there, guys. No, I don't know. Honestly, rock climbing, hate to say it, but like I meet so many queer people at the rock climbing gym, even if it's not a long-term thing, they're like acquaintances to like low-level friends, and you could definitely like spread that out longer and make plans with them and do stuff with them.
I
hate to say it.
If, like I can, gaydar is maybe not real, but I feel like I can spot
oh my God,
them.
are we canceling people for gaydar?
Not canceling, but I'm not sure that it's real.
Gaydar is real.
I think so too, but it's debatable. But what I'm saying is, any place that you go, it's kind of similar to like meeting any new friends. Go do the things you like to do, right? Rock climbing, pottery, I don't know, whatever people like to do.
Eating pussy.
Yeah, go start doing that. And the people that are around. No, but there are queer people everywhere. So
wait, like Among Us?
Yeah, they're Among Us. And you won't always even know.
What?
You won't always even know.
If you have gaydar, you'll know.
So it's not that dissimilar from making friends in general, but other than queer meetup groups, queer associations, I don't know.
There are people looking for friends on the apps. I'll tell you what. On the dating, don't discount the dating apps for friendship. Mm-hmm. Especially queer people. More than straight people, I don't know why they would ever do that. But for gay people, definitely is an option.
When I lived in the UK for a bit there, I was trying to make friends, and I used Bumble BFF, which is like the friend version, and I met a couple of other queer people that climb, and we would like go climbing together and just be friends. And it was great.
Mac, did you have one?
I was going to say, ask me this question again in 6 months after I've moved, because I'm going to have to figure it out. So then I'll share all my little tips.
Okay. Well, I think you guys, you didn't even comment on the link email that I sent you guys.
Yeah, I did.
Don't be stinky. I just showered, which is why I showed up to the session with wet hair and an unsteamed shirt.
I did. I literally said it somewhere in the middle of the episode. Nobody responded, so I guess
Well, I didn't hear it. I thought it was pretty funny.
Don't be stinky.
Here's the linky.
Don't be stinky. Here's the linky.
Main Babes is such a sweater.
And you love it.
Really,
you lick that shit up.
I do.
You lick her sweaty body.
She's so sweaty, and I love it so much. And she she gets down on herself about it. She's like, why am I so sweaty?
No, that's the best.
Yeah,
no,
I agree.
I am team sweat, because when my girlfriend finishes dancing and she's all sweaty, I'm like, I want to like physically lick you. And it's not
like,
even
I
sexually.
do. I
like I would
physically
sexually,
lick her,
but like
and it is
I want
sexual.
to physically lick you, and she's
Because
like,
the
yeah, I need to
pheromones,
shower.
you're
I'm
just like,
no,
I have
like
to
yummy.
smell your whole body. I have to smell you.
Let me in your skin, your sweaty skin.
Okay, well, gay people are disgusting. Is
What
what
did
I
we have for
ordered.
dinner
like
tonight?
that.
Sweat. Sweaty girlfriends.
Just salt.
Yes. What are the saltiest foods? We had the saltiest foods, and then you guys had dessert, and I like smelled it. You guys had vanilla cake, and I was like, I'll just have a taste.
All right, should we do another episode?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, let's
Thanks
do
for
it.
listening, everybody. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Chosen Family is a Forever Dog production, hosted by Ashley Gavin, Alayna Joy, and Mac INGEMI. Edited by Danny Jewell, executive produced by Mariah Nicholas. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.
Forever